Hello, welcome to the Random Select first ever Video Game Awards.
Woo! With your
Insert,
host.
yeah, insert crappy graphics here. But anyway,
Yeah, and clapping.
Big Lou,
Jason Mills.
and basically we're gonna skim through our little award show since the VGAs will be coming on shortly. So we decided just to do our take on the Video Game Awards. So hopefully. We had a lot of fun making this list, but the hard part was making those final decisions.
Yeah. I mean, it was a doozy. I mean, we went all overnight scouring our list, and came up with some good gems. I mean, we didn't just like throw some stuff together. This was like all really, it was all planned out, and it's our opinions and
Keyword opinions.
Yeah, opinions. And, hopefully there's some out there that would agree. But either way, everyone's entitled to
Opinions.
Yes. Oh, yeah. So
Okay,
get
so
them all rolling.
yes, because I'm pretty sure the VGAs will probably have a 20-minute talk instead of getting straight into the nominees. So let's do this.
Yeah, really. No songs, no performances. All right.
All right, let's start off with games we're excited for next year. Our nominees are
Marvel vs. Capcom Part 3.
Ooh.
Oh, yes. Mortal Kombat 1. Oh, yeah. It only gets better this. Okay. Duke Nukem Forever.
It's actually coming out?
Yes. We're actually living in Forever.
Wow. We're actually living in a time where that game is actually going to come out.
Wow, yes. Yeah, I mean, I thought at least I'd live to see my grandkids play it. And pass out watching them play it, having a heart attack. But, hey, better for us, hey. Oh, yes. And the infamous Nintendo 3DS.
Woo. 3DS.
Yeah.
I mean, got my DS Lite, my DSi, my DSi XL.
Yeah.
And now that, well,
Wow.
let's stop the suspense. What did we choose for most exciting game we're pumped up for next year?
We chose Mortal Kombat.
Woo!
Yes. Finish him. With fatality.
Yes.
Yes.
And why are we so pumped up for Mortal Kombat? Well, I mean, after some mixed reviews, even though I liked Mortal Kombat versus DC,
yeah.
but you could tell that with some of the footage that they showed at E3 that they're basically using that engine, but it's going to be Mortal Kombat on its own, back to the basics, and fatalities galore.
Yeah. Back to the blood, back to the very unique ways of departing your opponent from this planet Earth or this game for that coin being. But yes, as all the things that I've loved from the arcades to now coming back, and we get it full-fledged. Yes, I'm excited.
Man, okay, onward with the next category is biggest what the heck moment.
Yeah.
And basically that was stuff that literally came out of left field.
Yeah. Stuff that was like in the middle of playing a game just made you drop your controller. It's like, what? And in the middle of like reading about it, just being like, is this a virus on my computer? Like, what's going on? Are you serious?
And the nominees are
Konami and Ubisoft E3 conference.
Should we say more?
Nah, I think it spoke for itself when it happened.
Yeah.
But,
Next.
yeah. NBA Jam going multi-platform. Yes.
Yes, a game that we did on the Random Select, our first episode of the Random Select News Edition.
Yeah.
Which NBA Jam proves that if you're a fanboy and if you complain a lot, you will go multi-platform.
Oh, yes.
Especially if it's a Wii exclusive.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Xbox exclusive, maybe not for the Wii, but vice versa. Yes, definitely. Bungie signing with Activision.
More like signing with the devil.
Oh. What, did I hear some truth just happen? It's like, yeah, that's what it was. Ugh. The day that happened, ugh. That's what I was talking about, the virus thing. Like, I was like, it was like, is the ticker on G4 actually like not updating itself and making up false accusations?
And what's this? An Armageddon?
What? Oh, yes. The PlayStation 3 Armageddon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you remembered that.
Yeah, I know.
You mean because of the whole leap year fiasco, the day my bulky PS3 was just a bulk?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, the day it just became scrap metal. Like, if you wanted to sell your PS3 that day, it probably would not have happened. Like, Amazon and eBay would have rejected you. It's like, wow, are you serious? Yeah.
So, our biggest what the H moment for 2010 goes to...
Oh, Bungie signing with Activision.
Of course. I mean, out of all the things that happened that year, that was the biggest coming out of left field moment.
Yeah. That was pretty much them saying, you know what, we give up. Like, we're probably not going to come up with any other ideas on our own besides Halo, and we're just going to give it to you guys, Activision, like, let you cash in on this.
Just not to upset the fanboys, Microsoft owns the right to Halo.
Yeah, exactly. But still, I mean, Microsoft didn't come up with that idea. I mean, it took game developers to come up with that idea, and they're just pretty much, that's like, Stan Lee coming up with Spider-Man and saying, all right, y'all can have at it with Spider-Man, like, hit him from all sides. Amazing Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man, Part 2, come up with all this stuff without me. It's like, disregard my origin. But, yeah.
And next category. Ooh, whoa, this is gonna give us some heat.
Yeah.
Most disappointing game of the year.
And the nominees are Fallout New Vegas.
I think I should quick. Everybody loves Toy Story. This is gonna be our flame shield from the haters.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Toy Story.
Yeah, you do. Part 2. This is a box set. This is literally a box. You got Woody on the front, freaking Buzz Lightyear on the side, and I forgot his name on the other side. So yeah, no Toy Story fanboys hate me for that last one. Okay, yeah, what was I? Fallout? Yeah, sorry. Crackdown 2.
Ugh.
Oh, goodness. Final Fantasy.
See? Yeah, I know. This was one list that we were like, boy, wow.
Yeah.
You might as well say the Final Fantasy.
Yeah, Final Fantasy's on there. I'm sorry. We it's not a screw up. It's yeah.
I mean, I'm playing Final Fantasy VII right now. I'm enjoying the game.
Yeah. I've watched them play it again for nostalgia. Like, it's an awesome game. I've watched him play it a few times. Watched Nate play it at the house. Like, we love Final Fantasy. The new one.
And
BioShock Part Deuce. I mean Deuce with the utmost sincerity.
And the winner, or I should say loser, is...
You guessed it, Fallout.
Ah.
Let me count the ways.
Well, for me, it was basically the bugs.
Oh my god.
I mean, I thought after the hiccups of Fallout 3, I figured, you know what? New Vegas, they have time. They'll fix it up and whatnot. And then seeing all these bugs and hiccups, it was another example of developers going, but sir, release the game. But sir, we're not done game testing it. There's still some bugs. Oh, who cares? We'll just fix it in a patch update.
Yeah. Yeah, that's everybody's scapegoat nowadays. A patch update. We'll patch it up. We'll put a band-aid on that shit. It's like, if I wanted bugs, I'd move to a trailer park. Get it right. It's like, you're gonna have me buying this game for like full price, and you got glitches galore, and I'm like, okay, I'm at a point, you know, before I'm gonna get to a save point, I'm gonna get to a point where I want to save, like, complete this. It's like, no, so much stuff is going on the screen. You got enemies walking in weird spots, like on the fucking ceiling, and then you got, come on, man, the game just pissed me off. I'm sorry.
Hey, at least it didn't erase your saves.
What?
Yeah, there was an actual bug that would erase your saves.
On Fallout New Vegas.
Yes.
Wow. Where was that bug? So our viewers can know not to go there.
I hope it was patched. I mean,
yeah, I hope so.
I know some people experienced glitches, some people didn't, but that just made me stay away.
Yeah. No, you can tell who experienced glitches. You know, like, people are like, bought the game and like, are you gonna fix this anytime soon? It's like, the patch update should have been during the time that you were making this game. It's like, oh my goodness. It did not live up to its expectations. Fighting enemies in the beginning that were like, this is just like Fallout 3. It was like, you got me like, oh. I mean, I could go on. This is a award show, not Fallout show.
Yes.
I could go on it.
But we should mention some stuff, because I'm pretty sure people are going to quickly say, oh man, you mean to tell me they didn't put Metroid Other M or Sonic 4 Episode 1 on there? What a waste.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, well, the reason why those games were not on the list, because those two games were an example of me not listening to the internet. Because the internet was like, this game sucks!
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, I'm going in with this mentality. I play the game. This game is decent.
Yeah.
And this wouldn't be the first time I disagree with the internet.
No, that's true. That is so true. I mean, to each its own for every game. Like, I mean, of course you could see whatever faults that the internet says they saw in a game, but at the same time, it's like, is it a good game or not? At the end of the day, can you get past like, oh, I can't aim my gun correctly, or like, you know, or Sonic's not like the Sonic of old. It's like a 2D, 3D cluster crap. Like, I mean, you know, get over it. I mean, if you want Sonic to be like the Sonic of old, play a Sega.
Wait.
What is this? Sonic Mega Collection. Yes. For GameCube. Yes. Check that out. Check out. I mean, there's always a Sonic that's going to be the exception to the rule. That's for Nintendo GameCube. Nintendo. A collection of Sega games on Nintendo. Like, appreciate history, people.
Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's move on to most underrated.
Oh yeah. Most underrated. Yeah. Kind of like our show. Most underrated.
Yep.
Yeah. One day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, but the most underrated are Alan Wake. A guy we've been waiting for years to grace us on our gaming consoles. Blur. Definitely overlooked. 3D dot game heroes. When I'm talking about appreciating your roots, going back to your history of video games, 3D dot game heroes. They know their stuff. Bayonetta. Love it. I haven't seen this game played like in front of me. Like, I've seen footage and like all I've heard was like, this game's awesome. I hear it from left and right. All kinds of people are saying this game's cool. Over here. And hey, this guy knows his games. Must be good. Alright. So,
the winner for the most underrated game of 2010, our opinion, goes to 3D dot game heroes.
Yes. Now, this game definitely, like, when it comes to video games, it fills the basis for Just like pick it up, enjoy yourself, play it. There you go.
Customization galore.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty much the new. It's pretty much a newer version of Zelda with more customization features.
Yeah,
and
more funny. Like it doesn't take itself so seriously. Like Zelda, you know. So,
yeah. But the thing, I think the reason why this game was overlooked was just because of the price. Because when the game came out, it was a budget title. It was $40, and most gamers today have that mentality where, oh, this is a budget price game. It must suck.
Yeah, really. Yeah, let's like get rid of this game. Shoot. It's like no, because that's how I felt about Deadly Premonition when I first bought it. Like I was like, I love survival horror games. I bought some crappy survival horror games in my time.
That's the truth.
Yes.
But it's fun enjoying how crappy they were.
Yeah. Check out Carrier for the Dreamcast. Like, I've seen lists for, like, cheesiest cutscenes, cheesiest dialogue. Like, no. Carrier takes the cake.
Cheesier than House of the Dead?
Oh, yes. It makes House of the Dead seem like it's trying to be cheesy. It's like, man. But yes.
Oh, no, another one. Gotta get out the Toy Story box. Most overrated.
Ooh! Toy Story box. Yeah, like... But, you know, like, before we jump into it, just, like, look at the box. Let it take you. Just, The first on the list, let's just get it on out. Call of Duty Black Ops. Done! Oh, I'm in the line of fire. Sorry. Or, hey. Halo Reach.
Done again!
Stop shooting. Alright. Super Street Fighter 4. Oh! Alright, almost got hit by one of those fireballs. Okay. And once again, gracing this page, it's Fallout New Vegas.
Oh, God! Is it safe to come out now?
Yeah. Okay. I guess war never changes, does it? Alright.
And the most overhyped, overrated game goes to...
Call of Duty Black Ops.
Wait! Listen to our reasoning!
Yes. Stop your typing. You're on the 10th word. Wait. Let it get some words out first.
Let's go back to, I don't know, the NBA playoffs on TNT.
Yeah. Let's go back there, shall we? Yeah, where someone by the name of Kobe Bryant was playing in the playoffs, and when is he not? Yeah.
Basically, they aired a teaser saying, "Stay tuned during the conference finals to see the exclusive gameplay footage of Call of Duty Black Ops." And this was back in February.
Yeah.
Wait, conference finals? I'm sorry.
No,
it was during the NBA All-Star Weekend.
Yes.
And then the All-Star Weekend they showed the teasers, and then during the playoffs they showed the gameplay footage.
Yeah, that's right.
So basically, you had my mind brainwashed earlier in the year to get us ready for Black Ops in November.
Yeah. It's like all this time, it's like, stay tuned. And the world was tuning in, even people that weren't even into basketball.
Stay tuned about a commercial for a commercial you will see.
Yeah. So why are you watching the NBA? You don't watch basketball. I'm watching commercials. I'm waiting for a commercial.
Isn't that what the Super Bowl is all about?
You don't understand. There's a very important 30-second clip. Or a minute and 40-second clip. Depending on which one you were watching. But
not to go off topic, but this just reminds me of the time when a friend of mine used to work at Game Crazy. God rest that store's soul. But basically he told me how like his friend came over for Monday Night Football back when Halo 3 was gonna release their commercial.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, so after the Halo commercial, and it's like, hey, aren't you gonna finish watching the game? No, I'm done. And he went back home. He was just like, okay.
Yeah, for real. It's like, come on, people. When are we gonna get the picture? Like,
I mean, oh, go ahead.
oh no, it's just waiting for a teaser trailer is the same as waiting for nothing. You're just like watching some footage from a cutscene or footage from a part of the game that's not even in the game. It's like just like something made specifically for the commercial. It's like, we're the reason that they continue to put on these promotions because it's like, oh, the world loves Call of Duty. I guess the world loves sports. So let's promote Call of Duty during sports. And it's like, okay. So like it goes hand in hand. It's cross promotion. It's like, come on, we can see through that stuff. Like, it's just a snippet. It's not even enough to water your mouth. It's just like, oh, it's a teaser.
Oversaturation.
Yes, oversaturation. Yes, and and like and because of that, it's like, oh, this is the biggest game on the planet because we're waiting a whole year, like after watching a minute commercial.
Don't believe us? Wait till next year. NBA All-Star Game. I won't be surprised. Here's the trailer for the new Call of Duty that comes out in November.
Yeah, for real. Another Call of Duty side game going to be promoted. Not one of your main Call of Duties, but it's going to be a side game.
Just one final note. I would like for Activision to try and experiment and see, okay, 0 promotions about Call of Duty. Wait till, I don't know, a week before the game comes out. That would make more sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't get people hyped up. Yeah, the game comes out in 8 months, 7 days, and 24 hours, and 13 minutes, and 12 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, really. Have like a freaking clock on your website. It's like, go to the Call of Duty website. It's counting down. It's like, look at the clock countdown today. It's like, this isn't the Blair Witch, people. You're not waiting for a countdown for a movie that's just going to be mediocre at best.
Okay, back to the awards.
Yeah.
Best digital download game.
Oh yeah. Digital download. And the nominees are Scott Pilgrim vs. The World, the game. Sonic 4, Episode 1.
Yes, folks, we like the game.
Yeah. It was awesome. It was definitely awesome. Hydro Thunder Hurricane. Another game that we both got to see premiere at the SGC. Woo! Oh yeah. And Perfect Dark.
For all you GoldenEye haters, Perfect Dark's released on Live Arcade.
Yeah.
And as of the time I played it, hardly anybody goes online anymore. What does that say?
Yeah, what in the world? Exactly. It was like you waited forever for something. It was like you want your new Perfect Dark and you don't even get online to play it, and now it's out and give it some props so it can come out with a sequel or something. Like, yeah.
And the winner is
Scott Pilgrim versus the World, the game.
Why did we win? Why did we choose that one? Oh, easily. Good old-fashioned retro style beat 'em up to the remnants of River City Ransom.
Yeah, definitely. Love River City Ransom. Definitely had those qualities. Definitely had a Simpsons arcade game feel to it as well. Like
2-player, well, it has 4-player co-op.
Yeah.
And despite
adds to it.
Despite the internet's dislike that the game does not have online mode, I think it is a nice change of pace to actually give you what it was like back then before the internet, where you had to actually socialize with people.
Yeah. Where you like invite a friend over to play a 2-player game instead of like, hey, here's like a way to contact me, just like get my gamer tag, or like we'll talk online via a video game and become more detached from the world than we already are. It's like, come on, man. It's like that took you back to the old school games. Like, does every game have to have online content? It's like that's a requirement.
According to the internet, yes.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's the internet is like, I don't know, like it's not even a necessity. Like, people don't even think about it. It's just a reason to complain. We always want one reason to complain. we can date back 15 years ago, we wouldn't even be having this discussion at all. It's like Scott Pilgrim versus the World, a game. That game is awesome. It's got everything. It's like, alright, so like if that was a game from 15 years ago we're playing now, it's like, cool. It's like, it's nostalgia now. But like, since it's a new game that feels like a game from 15 years ago, it's like, oh, why does it have online content? Like, listen to yourself talk, man. It's like an old school game. I don't know. That would kind of defeat the purpose. You know? You know, it's like, you have to, you know, take things in consideration, you know, with a grain of salt. Alright.
Best game, huh? Best game that you might not have played, aka an independent game.
Yeah. Love me some indie.
And the nominees are
Cave Story.
the DSi version, because we already know that the DSi version just came out this year. The Wii version came out last year, so in case anybody was going to try to correct us, we're talking about the DSi version.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, keep that in mind. Keep that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Shantae. Risky's Revenge.
Another hidden gem for the DSiWare.
Yeah, still hidden to me. The only game on this list I have not gotten a chance to play. Limbo. Limbo. And Super Meat Boy. Yummy. And the winner is
Limbo.
definitely Limbo.
Yes. The art. It's basically, for me, it was the art style and just, it was just you and just the sound effects. There was no music or anything. And then, remember that part with the spider? I mean, that part scared the crap out of me. It's just all quiet, and all of a sudden you see a silhouette of the spider's like, oh god!
Yeah, dude, yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't have many fears in this world except heights, like falling from like something really high in the sky and drowning. And I would never put myself in any of those situations because I don't plan on skydiving nor swimming. But another fear in this world is fear of things that are just kind of lurking in silhouettes. Like, you know, if you see somebody's shadow and it's a lot bigger, like, and it's kind of like, it doesn't scare me, but it throws me off a little bit. That part in that game, like, tapped that sense of mine, that fear that I didn't know was there. And, like, I mean, it's something that I love survival horror games for, but, like, when I play Limbo, a game that's not a survival horror game, and something like that happens, holy crap. Like, it's, that definitely had my heart, like, skipping a beat. Because that did remind me of something big and shadowy, and it was a freaking spider. And it was like, oh, goodness. But, I mean, it was so many elements in that game. The brilliance of the story writing, like, just how dark the game is. Like, it's just
literally.
Like, yeah. It's like dead children, like, elements. It's like you're talking about souls of dead kids. And it's like all this risque stuff is really, I don't know. It's very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very
original.
That too is kind of kind of close to that word.
Fresh.
Ballsy.
Oh.
Ballsy. Yes. To write that into your story, that takes a lot of guts. Innovation, like, yeah, it's original, but like, yeah, it's like taking it to another step. Alright. Best racing game. And the nominees are Blur. Definitely Blur. Great game. Split Second. Another great game.
Michael Bay's Wet Dream.
Yeah. He foams at the mouth watching that game. Mod Nation Eraser. Another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. And Need for Speed. Hot Pursuit. The return to the classic Need for Speed as opposed to the Pimp My Ride Need for Speed. Yeah.
Just so you know, I did like Need for Speed Most Wanted.
Yeah, it was alright.
It still had the cops thing in there, but that was like the last good one until that one.
Yeah. It was at least a step for them. It at least showed that they were, venturing off to something like different, I hope,
And the winner is
Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. Yes. You deserve that one, Need for Speed.
After so many tries. And apparently while playing the game, I've learned they're making a Shift 2. It's coming out in the spring.
Wow, really?
So, I mean, it's great. Well, the fact that they actually got Criteria Games, the Burnout people, to make Need for Speed, that was just an instant buy for me, learning that it was the Burnout crew making this game.
Yeah, yeah.
But the fact that they finally put in cops versus, like, the racers versus the cops, finally! That's all I needed.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, for real, dude. Yeah, I mean, it was bound to get to that point. It was like they were trying to hold it off for a few games. They were like, all right, we'll
like
give
you
you
said, after the whole Fast and Furious rage kind of just died down.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, maybe we should go back to basics.
Yeah. It's like, nobody cares about drifting anymore. All the drifters are in jail. Best fighting game. Yeah. Definitely my favorite genre as a kid. And definitely still one of my favorite genres. And the nominees are Tatsunoko vs. Capcom Ultimate All-Stars. Yeah. If you don't have a Wii, you don't know what we're talking about.
Well, that's like 80% of the user base right there.
Really? Ugh, man. I need to get a Wii. Like, right now. It's like, pause this video, get a Wii, play this game, and then...
And you have no excuse because the game is $30 now.
Yeah, yeah. Game is $30. And the Wii's going to be $20 less after Black Friday. So, go for it. Super Street Fighter Part 4. Now it gets to redeem itself.
Again!
Yeah, yeah. For real. Blaz Blue. Because everyone keeps saying Blaz Blue.
I call it...
Yeah, Blaze Blue. Yeah, yeah. It's Blaz Blue. Get it right. Blaz Blue. And see, they got me saying it now. Blaze Blue. Continuum Shift.
Gosh.
And Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 2.
You know, I give you kudos for saying that name correctly.
Oh yeah, yeah, thank you. I try to get my Japanese like names and titles right before I say them, because you know it'd be disrespect. You know, I don't want anybody to say America wrong, so you know. All right.
And the winner is
Tatsunoko vs. Capcom.
Woo!
Yeah, big thumbs up. Yes, that game. Yeah. I mean,
here's the story with the game, because to me, here's gonna be another thing that people aren't gonna like. I mean, I understand the popularity of Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I just didn't. I wouldn't say I didn't get it. It's just, I guess the control schemes to me were kind of. It took me a while to get used to and whatnot. With the, I keep forgetting that. I have 3 people that I can switch fighters with.
Yeah.
But the thing with what Tatsunoko vs. Capcom did for me was they basically simplified that engine. So now I have 2 fighters, and it's down to a 3-button fighting scheme. So, which is why I prefer. Oh, here it comes. Which is why I prefer that one over M versus C 2.
Oh
now,
yeah.
I heard that M versus C3 was going to use that type of control scheme, but then people wanted to complain about it, so apparently Capcom changed the controls for the game. So,
who was that complaining?
Yeah, who were complaining about that?
Yeah.
But anyway, case of the matter is, apparently Marvel vs. Capcom 3, the controls will be changed, so it's very questionable, which is why we picked Mortal Kombat over it, because we're not sure of whether or not this game will have that same control type feel of Tatsunoko vs. Capcom.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's still up in the air. It's like, because I love Marvel vs. Capcom, but like, yeah, I mean, it was a little confusing. It was like sensory overload, and plus my thumbs.
Oh yeah, don't forget, Tatsunoko, that was some sensory overload, is seizure heaven.
Yeah, yeah. It's like that. Yeah. It's like do not play that game if you're a person that is not inclined to blinking. Wow. But yeah, I mean, I love both games. I love Marvel vs. Capcom and Tetsunoku. I mean,
like I said, I love the game too. It's just the controls to me were just a bit,
yeah, all over the place. Which was, I mean, it was refreshing to hear. Yeah, they're gonna blend the control styles, and like people want to complain because they've never played it, so they don't know how the control styles are. It's like it's simpler. So it's like even if they hadn't played it, yet they still don't like the concept of simpler. It's like you don't realize simpler. You can make simpler a lot, harder to people because just because you know how to play it. I mean, you could be the best guy at a simple control against someone with a simple control. That doesn't mean it's dumbed down. It just means you have a better chance at being awesome at it. I mean, if you really want to challenge, go back to the older games. There's not much more they can do challenging you for the next installment of Marvel vs. Capcom 3, except making the controls even more confusing. So, I mean, if I don't know, if just the controlling and just the difficulty is the problem, then, I mean, what do you expect from developers? To just continuously get more confusing? I don't understand it. It was like, that was an opportunity to blend both styles together, but, people wanted to miss out on it because they're like, oh, we got to complain about NBA Jam, and now that's all on all systems. Now let's complain about, the next, Capcom Fighter, and whatever else comes out, let's complain about that. It's like, people just, I don't know, sometimes the internet can be a horrible tool for people. The internet can be a horrible tool for tools. But,
and on that note, let's go to the best me time game.
Yeah. And
the nominees are,
yes, Mass Effect Part 2, Fallout New Vegas, God of War 3, and Heavy Rain. That's a hard one.
And the winner is Mass Effect 2.
Yeah.
Best. Yeah. You can't get no more.
Awesome
you can't get no more me time than that.
Yeah, you can get lost in that game.
Literally.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Literally and figuratively, you get lost in that game.
Because the story in that game is just so amazing. Mm-hmm. And in case people are wondering why isn't Red Dead on this list, because Red Dead has multiplayer.
Yeah, it just missed it by a hair. Because it had to do multiplayer to make people happy. Which is cool, because I heard the multiplayer is good. I haven't played the multiplayer, just played the regular game throughout. But, I mean, it would have made the list, definitely.
How involved was I in Mass Effect 2? He hasn't seen me in 2 weeks when the game came out.
Yeah, yep, I can vouch for him. He wasn't there. So, I knew he was playing Mass Effect 2, that's for sure. I was like, where's Lewis? He's immersed. Immersed in what? Mass Effect 2. Say no more.
And onward from me time to party time. Best party game.
Party on. Oh, yes. And the nominees are NBA Jam. Yes. Halo Reach. Reach. We Party. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. You mean to tell me we put We Party on the list?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Okay, I think just mentioning that, people just stop the video right now.
Yeah, really, yeah. You normally said party, but you said we? So who invited me to this party? How dare you? It's like, come on, when you think of party games, it's the quintessential party game. Like it's, you got there's other games that are party games, but this game has party in the title. It's like, how can you not party with this without this game? And the winner is, we didn't even say the third one, did we?
No, we didn't.
Or the fourth one. Rock Band 3. We just let Wii Party win that. It's like, Wii Party. It's like,
The real winner is
Rock Band 3. Yeah. He was looming there the whole time while we were talking
we had you going.
Yeah. You tuned out. But little did you know, Rock Band 3 won. So that's your loss for not watching this anymore. Yeah, Rock Band 3. I love Rock Band games. I love rock. Like, it's my favorite kind of music. It's my favorite kind of games. It's like party. Well, like combining those two, it's like heaven. Even though my roommates don't like to play it anymore, like I'm the only one that loves it. And it's like, oh well, I'll play it by myself. It's like, if I hear a song I like, download it. Like, iTunes, not illegally.
Zune Marketplace for me.
Oh yeah.
Best download service.
Speaking of download. Xbox Live. Wow. PlayStation Network. Virtual Console / WiiWare. And Steam.
Steam.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's the I was just saying Steam.
Steam. Oh, okay. Yeah. Steam.
And the winner,
Xbox Live. Oh.
Dodge.
Ah! Come on.
Because for me, even though yes, Xbox did the price hike and whatnot, but you can't deny the fact of all the crazy stuff you can do on. Now, don't get me wrong, PlayStation Network, you can do the same thing. You could rent movies, TV shows, download demos, games, and whatnot.
Yeah.
But what is that key thing for me that makes Xbox Live that 1 inch just above PlayStation Network?
What's that?
ESPN.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
And because of ESPN, all the more reason why I am saying bye-bye to cable.
Dang. Wow.
Because I can watch ESPN on the 360.
Yeah. You're hearing it first, people. Ooh, my goodness. More and more people are ditching cable and watching stuff from their video game consoles and or laptops and or desktops. Wow.
Or iPad. Don't want to offend the Apple folks.
Oh yeah, or the iPad. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Wow. This is crazy. We are slowly but surely ending television as we speak.
Or until they drop their prices.
Yeah. I mean, that's going to be the inevitable end. It's like, okay, we'll reason with you. It's like before you were just content with how much you were paying, but we didn't tell you that, hey, you could get the stuff for cheaper. All you had to do was ask. And the way of asking is by not giving us money anymore. Wow. Yeah.
And wow. Best downloaded content.
Yeah, wow. There've been a slew of them this year. So many. And they've all, each one of these games have come out, they've been so buzzed about in video game and internet land. But yes.
That they were actually rated, that people actually rated DLC content.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. People were really getting psyched about this stuff and getting into it and getting other people into it. But yeah.
Nominees are
Borderlands.
A game that added like 20 more hours to the awesomeness of the first-person shooting / RPG.
Yeah, definitely.
With this very unique art style.
Yeah, I love. Yeah, so my favorite type of art style that really obscure cell shading type comic book look. I love it.
And if you get the Game of the Year edition, you get the demo of Duke Nukem Forever.
What? What? Oh my God! Yes! That's awesome. And you get Chinese Democracy with that too. Like as a CD to play while you're playing Duke Nukem.
But just to reiterate, just to let you know that the Duke Nukem Forever demo is only on the 360 version.
Okay. Ew.
Next on the list,
Red Dead Redemption. Oh yeah. Some Red Dead and Redemption. Awesome downloadable content, if I do say so myself. Mass Effect 2. Once again. Awesome. And Super Street Fighter 4.
Cause you gotta love how Capcom milks out the content of the costumes that we can't unlock the old-fashioned way.
Yeah. It's like, whew, I only had to beat everyone 12 times in order to unlock Cammy's pink outfit. Yes! That is so gratifying. Whew.
And the winner is
Red Dead Redemption. Yes. Awesome downloadable content. I love it.
You gotta give Rockstar credit, because they may take their time with their DLC, but at least their DLC is worth it, because I'm a big Mass Effect 2 person, if you haven't noticed, but even I'll admit that DLC content for Red Dead was pretty good.
Yeah. Hours and hours and hours on end of pretty much its own Undead nightmare. It's like, yeah. So if you don't feel like, doing, riding your horse and hitting the rounds, making the normal rounds in the video game, you can play it in a different sense in Undead Nightmare. Rated M for mature.
Gotta throw that out there.
Oh yeah. Alright. Next category. The best gaming website.
And the nominees are
IGN. Game trailers. One Up. Don't fire us. And Screw Attack. Not playing favoritism. Screw Attack
is the winner for best gaming website.
Not playing favoritism at all.
Yeah, ignore that logo on the TV.
Yeah, it's actually not there.
Then why do we pick Screw Attack over those other websites? Well, I mean, Screw Attack.
Not favoritism.
Yeah, even though all these three sites, I will admit, for gaming news and reviews, I'll go to those sites, but for just original content, and they still talk about current games as well as retro games.
Yeah.
And they get to interact with the community. And do these three gaming websites have their own event where you get to meet the personalities of that website?
Yeah. I don't think so. It's like game trailers guys come to the Screw Attack guys to do a report or something, but they don't hang out. It's I don't get to shake the game trailer guys' hands, I don't get,
Although I did meet the game trailers people at E4All, but that was it.
Really? Oh yeah. That's cool. That's cool. I mean, I'm sure they're cool people down to earth, but Screw Attack is more more like us. Just video games, old and new. We report on video games, old and new.
There'll be certain things we disagree upon, but still, hey, at least they just let you know, this is how we feel about it, because they're that passionate.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. I mean, that shows, that's where real gamers come from. It's true. It's true to the heart. It's not something that's I like this game, but let me go to the higher ups and see how they feel if I tell the world what I feel about this game. It's no, we gotta, make our higher ups look a certain way, have a certain image. So let's maintain what we've been doing and give this game a mediocre average. It's no, Screw Attack tells it like it is, and their higher ups is the community. Their higher ups is them. Like, we're all in it together, and that's the beauty of the site. I mean, like I said, and it's honest. It's honest to the heart, no favoritism. It's just how it is. It's the only site that, you know, you feel is true interactive, like as far as like once you get on, like it feels like the community is truly interactive, you know. And like once you get to the SGC, it's really active. Like it's really, you know, like I mean, I remember feeling like the first year of Iron Man, like I felt starstruck. I was like, these are just everyday guys, just like you and I felt starstruck, you know. And that's, you know, that's a good feeling for me to know that I can actually feel starstruck with someone, and they shake my hand and talk to me, and you know, talk about, you know, PB&J. It's like, you know, like, you know, like peanut butter and jelly, people. Like, that's real. All right.
System that got the most playtime from us.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's get into this one. Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, Nintendo Wii, and Nintendo DS.
And in case you're wondering why PSP is not on the list, these are systems that we own.
Yeah. Yeah, really. And then not systems that cost $500. It was like, dude, that's kind of like, you know, blowing it out of proportion, yeah. But still, it's like you'd think after all this time it'd be more reasonable, the price of the PSP. It's like, all right, we got new little tiny PSP, PS1.
Actually, the PSP Go dropped to $199.
$199. That's still not reasonable. That's a handheld system. The Game Boy, the original Game Boy, was $150.
Really?
Like, what is this crap? Yeah.
I got mine for $100 with Tetris.
Really? I got ripped off. Oh, I didn't get Tetris with it.
Oh.
Okay,
the winner is
Xbox 360. Ah.
Now, the reason for this is because I am going to say something controversial. Because from what I've experienced this year, now the PS3 as well, but 360 has that advantage because of ESPN.
Yeah.
But to me, the Xbox 360 is not a gaming console. It is a multimedia console.
Ah, yes, yes.
I use my 360 more for its multimedia purposes than I do for its gaming purposes.
Uh-huh.
It's like, I don't feel like playing a game. Let me just rent a movie.
Yeah.
Let me use Netflix.
Yeah.
Let me check out the highlights of SportsCenter.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, it explains it. That is totally true. That's not controversial at all. Like, that's...
Well, it was when I paused for 5 seconds.
Yeah. It's like, what is he going to say about the Xbox? I've been waiting to get mad at somebody all day. Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, like, the PS3, still trying to beat Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
I mostly use my PS3 just to... Surprisingly, I just use my PS3 just to play games. But what about Blu-ray? Yes, my Blu-ray collection is stacking up, but... You know, it's funny, I buy a new release Blu-ray movie and I don't watch it until like 2 months after. It's like, oh, here's this movie I bought 2 months ago. I forgot this thing plays this.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
And the Nintendo Wii, I've been playing that a lot as well, for games only.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess the reason why we chose 360 is just because of the multi-uses for it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Like, just overall. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, I just get on there and just mess around sometimes. Like, I mean, I used to, like, listen to freaking, like, Last FM on 360. And that's like, you know, like, that's the last place I would think to listen to anything is on, like, a video game console. But, I mean, I did. It was pretty cool. They had a cool interface for the bands and everything. I thought it was cool. But,
okay, now we're getting into the biggins.
Oh, yeah. Best Xbox 360 games.
And the nominees are...
Mass Effect 2, Alan Wake, Fable 3, Halo Reach. Oh yeah.
You see that other websites? Put exclusives in these categories.
Yeah, yeah. Just
well, I know what
because-
people are saying, yeah, Mass Effect 2 is coming to PS3, but that's in 2011. This is 2010.
Yeah. Yeah, for real. For now, it's exclusive. And yeah, that's the key word, people. Like, you gotta, you know, there's no fine line to read between if it's on one system, it's exclusive. The winner is... Would you like to do the honors?
Mass Effect 2.
Yeah. A definite surefire winner. I mean, how could it not be? I mean, all these other games are great. But Mass Effect 2 is great.
Our opinions.
Yeah, opinions. Like, you know. I'm sorry if, you know, Crackdown 2 is your favorite game.
God help us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Best PS3 game.
Yes. Yeah. PlayStation. Nominees go as follow. Heavy Rain. God of War 3. Gran Turismo 5. And 3D Dot Game Heroes to cap it off.
And the winner is
God of War 3. Yes.
because if it didn't win, Kratos would decapitate us.
Yeah, he pretty much would. Yeah. I wouldn't see it coming. That would really suck. So yeah, this is for you, Kratos, the true God of War.
Best Wii game.
Oh yeah.
And the nominees are
Super Mario Galaxy 2. Kirby's Epic Yarn. Oh, it's just so fun to say. I want to say it again. Kirby's Epic Yarn. Yes. GoldenEye 007. Not the Piers Brosnan one. Didn't know there was another one. And everyone's dear old pal, Donkey Kong Country returns. Yes.
and the winner is Super what? It's not.
What?
It's not Mario Galaxy 2.
What is it? Is there a typo?
No, there isn't. Oh, will you do the honors?
Oh, okay. DK, Donkey Kong Country returns.
Wow.
Yeah, way to go, DK.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Accepting the award on his behalf, it's Mario.
Wow. Why did we choose Donkey Kong over Mario Galaxy 2? Well, for me, I just thought Retro Studios, the team that did the Metroid Prime series, did a very good job of bringing back how fun the Donkey Kong series was back in the late 90s.
Mm-hmm. No, they did. They totally did.
And it's challenging. But what makes it so different is that it's not like frustrating challenging. It's like, okay, I know what I did wrong. I know where I need to correct myself when that part occurs.
Yeah.
I didn't screw up because of controls, despite what people said with the motion.
Yeah.
But
There's like 3 other controllers to use. Like, how can you not
Actually,
find
2.
one? 2? You can only use 2 controllers with this one?
Well, like you can use either Wiimote, Nunchuck, or just the Wiimote. But I prefer using Wiimote and
You
Nunchuck.
can't use a GameCube controller?
Nope.
What? I think I take back my winner. I'm about to go online and start complaining.
Well, yeah, just about everybody else did.
Yeah. We all want one thing to complain about. Like, no GameCube having game. I was like, man. But no, I mean, it's definitely brought back those hardcore elements of side scrolling. It was, wow, just beautiful to look at. They did rare justice in the whole presentation. Oh, just everything about it, the display, how good it looks. And I mean, you date back to like, you know, why would Donkey Kong win over Mario? Why? You know, on principle alone, why? It's like, well, if it wasn't for Donkey Kong, Mario would not have a place in video games at all. It was like, oh, like Mario was in a Donkey Kong game. Wasn't really protagonist, so to speak. Like, you could say you were playing an antagonist in the game. You could say you were playing the bad Mario, even though you never really delved into history. But like, yeah, it was Mario with bad intentions on a Donkey Kong game. And now Mario branches off and gets his own video games, and they're awesome. And at the same time, Donkey Kong's like, you know what? I can do that too. I brought him to this world. I can take him out. Never planned on taking Mario out, but...
Well, there was the Mario vs. Donkey Kong series.
Yeah. Or, yeah, he planned on taking him out there. But, you know, it was all... I guess you could all call it friendly fun in the gaming world. Because they're both still alive, like, making awesome games. Oh, man. I just don't want this to end. This is, like, so much fun.
But sadly, we're on our final category.
Oh, yeah.
Best, game of the year, but we changed it to call it best overall game.
Yeah. Best overall game. And doozy.
The nominees for our pick of Game of the Year 2010.
Oh, yeah. Mass Effect 2. Red Dead Redemption. God of War 3, and Super Mario Galaxy Part 2. A lot of sequels on this one.
Yeah. What does that say?
That developers of Red Dead Revolver knew what to do once they made Redemption.
You know, that's pretty funny because, yeah, that's what that game was, a redemption.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, we're sorry. Redeem ourselves. Yeah, wow. Okay, so, how shall we put this? The winner is...
For the Random Select First Annual Video Game Award 2010 goes to...
Red Dead Redemption. Yeah.
I think out of all the choices, this was the hardest one we made.
Yeah, it was. We sat there for hours looking at these titles. Like, which one of y'all is the best? This is crazy. They're like, it's all so good. It's still hard to pick. I mean, even after Red Dead, it's like, yeah, best overall game, but come on. Like we said, it's opinions, and that's still the one that remains an opinion in our heads. Because, I mean, any given day when we play one of them, it's like, wow, this game's awesome. Play another one. Wow, this game's awesome. You know, it's like, you can... Let me count the ways on how awesome all of these games are. All for different reasons, you know. You got your shooter, you got your side scroller, you got your adventure, you got your open world adventure. Like, they're all adventure games, but they're all played in a different way. And it's, I don't know, like Red Dead just gives you so much more at the end of the day. I mean, you could
so much more.
Yeah. I mean,
too much.
Yeah, way too much. It's like, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's people out there that still playing it, that like are playing parts of the game that they have not played before. It's like, or like doing side missions after the fact. Like, it's got so much replayability. Like, how could it not be? I mean, props to Rockstar, man. I mean, you did
it again.
Yeah, exactly.
You took a genre that pretty much hasn't been done in gaming for a while.
Yeah, for real. Like, it hasn't been done right. Like, I mean, it's been done in a campy way, but like, this time, I mean, doing it seriously. I mean, they've tapped on so many genres, like their company just in general, and like so many things that have spoken to me not only as a gamer but as a person. You know, like from the 80s heydays of like Vice City, like I love the 80s. You know, like 90s San Andreas, I love it. You know, Bully, like I love school. Like I used to love school, like, you know, I don't love it anymore. But like, I mean, I love that whole like what's gonna come next in like adventure of going to school, and like that game blew that idea out of proportion, you know. And like the Warriors, like I can name so many freaking Rockstar games, but they're just
L.A. Noire.
L.A. Noire, another. I love it. I love film noirs, man. Like, I mean, and wow. Like, they're going to make a video game film noir. Like, I mean, it's going to be so awesome. That's going to be like playing a freaking, you know, old school gangster game, like Bugsy, like Beanie Siegel. It's like, yeah, I get to play it in Rockstar World with their kind of lingo. And it's got that one guy from Mad Men doing the voice, like, and he's very fitting for that kind of world. Like, yeah, she, you gonna take my lady? Yeah, she, like, you know, and a Tommy gun, shoot 'em up, bang bang, you know, that kind of world. It's like you're gonna take that world and bring it to Rockstar Games, and I can't wait to see how that pans out, dude.
So, that's our award show. We hope you enjoyed it, and this 2010 has been a very, very, well, yeah, very, it's definitely a good gaming year.
Yeah, it's been great. I mean, from the beginning of the year till now, oh my goodness, like so much has come out.
Actually, the funny thing was, I thought most of the good games came out at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
I mean, November was kind of just oh, here's some leftovers, but very good leftovers.
Yeah, definitely. It was just so crammed this year that they had to like, it's like, you know what, we can't give you the beginning of the year, but it gives us time to like work out the kinks and give it to you later. And they gave it to us with perfection, with the exception of Fallout. And that was great because these game developers had all these ideas in the past few years that are finally coming to fruition by 2010, and we were able to play these games back to back to the point where it was like probably like 3 big games coming out in 1 month. You're like, oh goodness, like so many good games for every genre that it was easy to forget about another one. It's like, oh cool, Medal of Honor. Oh, but Call of Duty's coming out. Crap, I just forgot about Medal of Honor. It's like, that was a good game. He's like, but you forgot about it. It's like, that's how big this year has been. There's been so much big stuff that was easy to put stuff like on the back burner, which a lot of stuff was.
And Nintendo released 4 of their games. We got a Metroid game, a Donkey Kong game, a Mario game, and a Kirby game. When was the last time Nintendo did that?
Yeah, all at once. Yeah. It's like any one of those guys could have been their mascots, and they released a game for all those guys and girl, and they were great games. I mean, contrary to what people want to say about Metroid, come on, man, it's a great game, great story, great writing. I mean, sometimes you gotta forget where you're going with video games and remember what made you love it to begin with, and that will make you appreciate a game more so than having high expectations and those expectations pretty much thwarting your plans. I mean, don't go lose all inhibitions when playing video games. You know, don't go into it expecting the best, because you're just going to agree with the next man online, and the next man's not right. He doesn't know what he's talking about, whoever he is.
Or she.
Or she, yeah.
And with that, this is Big Lou.
And this is J Mills.
Signing out, and we hope to see you for our next gaming awards show at the end of 2011.
Oh yes, we will see you. And hopefully there's some more big games. Yeah.